What else? What else would you do to really create the ambiance that you're into here? Anything else? I'm thinking here the bathroom at this muffler shop
absolutely.
is always a disaster.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm a dude. You know how dudes, how we go to the bathroom as dudes. I mean, there's kind of a stand-up method we go with. Now, I'm in the dude's restroom at the muffler shop, and I'm finding myself wanting to like quarantine myself and like maybe look for an outside location or something because the bathrooms are so gross.
Yeah.
Would you jazz up that bathroom a little bit, bring some funk, bring some,
Absolutely.
ambiance to the bathroom?
Yeah, let's make it a little more comfortable.
Recliner,
toilet,
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, so let's put a nice...
We really want to wow them.
Okay, now real quick, just by doing this, I don't care what city you're in, if you're watching this right now, you own a muffler shop or any kind of business at all really, if you went through this checklist and you said, how does my office smell? How does it look? How does it taste? How does it sound? What are the visuals? You're already going to experience a little bit of a wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I always tell customers, and I work with my consulting clients, is they say, well, how do we know when we're done adding stuff? And I say, when the customer says, wow. And then they go, well, what do you mean? I said, well, at the house we used to have at 89th and Lynn Lane there in Broken Arrow, it's a big old 6,000 square foot house, big old thing. And we just kept just decking out the place to make it awesome until customers would pull up and go, wow. And people would make a buying decision before they even met us. They would walk in and go, wow, is this your office? That's what you want, is that wow. Is there anything else, any kind of tricks that you would put in here to get that wow?
Well, first of all, I don't look at those as tricks. A lot of businesses, what I call, the phrase I like to use is they're trying to save their way to success. And so they don't want to invest in the cookies, and they don't want to invest in that person out front, or drinks, or having great a flower bed out front, or whatever it may be. They don't want to invest in that, but it's so important that they invest in that, because when that person walks away, you talked earlier about word of mouth. All of a sudden, you got word of mouth, and you don't have to put an ad in a newspaper that you're going to get no results in.
Yeah.
Instead, you're spending that same $100 and you're giving away $50 worth of cookies that month instead.
Yeah. So you're saying is it's not really a trick. You're more of just investing in the atmosphere. Now let's look at the cost just real quick for the business owner who says, I have $7. And I can relate to you because I worked at Applebee's and Target. I know you started with nothing too. We've all come from somewhere to get where we are today. On the cookies, we're talking about a cost of maybe like $50 a week. I mean, if you're making a lot of cookies, right?
That's a lot of cookies.
I mean, you are getting crazy. Now, the staff person, that's just a matter of just staffing. So I can't really to tell you what the cost is. I can just say that if you got a dude working up front or in the back, that's really pretty rough looking, you don't want to have them up front there.
Correct.
So really, in terms of cost, I mean, putting cookies in your restaurant, or putting cookies in this case in your muffler store, only costs maybe $50 a week, but people leave and they tell their friends, like, oh my gosh, this place had some cookies.
Especially in social media. They will, you know what, I just went there, I'm at Arthur's Muffler Shop enjoying a cookie, this is amazing.
And I see this all the time, but just as an example, there's a local business I work with that's not in Tulsa, but it's on the West Coast there, and I work with these guys, and their store, every single day, somebody calls the owner and says, hey, no one's here for this shift. Hey, we're out of these certain retail products. Hey, no one's here to open the door. Hey, we have a customer that's frustrated that we're out of this product. Hey, and then they focus on trying to sell the cheapest price possible for these appliances.
Right.
They try to focus on the cheapest price possible. And I've talked to these guys, and if they would do this, it would totally change the way they do business.
Absolutely.
Why don't they do it, Arthur? Because you've met, I bet you, dozens and dozens of business owners have come to you and said, how do you always create that wow at Chick-fil-A? Because you're known all over Tulsa as being the guy who creates that experience. Why won't a business owner, why wouldn't a guy who owns a muffler shop be focusing on cookies, what people smell, what people see, what people taste, what people hear, what people see? Why aren't they doing that?
I think a lot of it's just the mentality of really saving their way to success. Okay. And people don't get it. They're nervous about it. It's not the normal thing. They'll waste their money on all kinds of advertising, put stuff on the radio, but yet, if they took that same amount of money and put it in there, then they would see a better result. And of course, then they can sell their products for more. Then they can afford the staff that's going to stay there on a regular basis. There's a lot of solutions that can come from being able to, market your product better.